Hey guys, how are you doing? Happy day. Happy days to us all. Thinking about the struggles of people, cannot stop really being worried about the emotional condition of so many people walking like shadows on earth, so disconnected from their souls, and the Creator is among us. We learned a little bit in the last few weeks. I read to you from few very interesting books of Kabbalah about the sky, about the heavens, about the sky that is called Aravot. And we saw over there that when we look up to our sky, so it's like when you're in your house, you look at the ceiling, but the ceiling is not the roof. And above the roof there is the sky, and above the sky there's higher sky. So there are many, many layers to creation. And in a very early stage, even though we are trapped in the world of action, in a very early stage of spirituality, of like spiritual growth, when you look and observe, you find out that in a very early stage, the world is already becoming spiritual. Means that the majority of the worlds, of the creations, are actually spiritual, and only the bottom, only the core, is our world of action. And we are trapped here, like in our mind we are trapped here. But the truth is that we are wandering and walking and acting and moving right and left in all the worlds that are above us in the same time, without even knowing, without paying attention to the spiritual developments and amazing acts that we're part of, or making moves in higher worlds. Now there is a layer that is separating from one world to the next, and it's called, in one of its existence, it's called the sapphire stone, that is under the throne of honor. So it's above the heads of the holy animals that are holding the throne, carrying the throne, but without really touching the throne, because the sapphire stone is under the throne. So you have a certain crust, a certain layer that separates one level from the next. Like in an egg, you have the egg, and then there is a very thin and gentle skin that separates the liquid egg from its shell. The brain as well is wrapped in a certain covering that protects it and keep it moist, protects it from the skull. And you have that layer that separates between one to the other. Also, if you learned a little bit of science, there is an magnetic and energetic force layer that is separating every cell from the next, like a thin dress or skirt that is surrounding every circle. To our physical eyes, it cannot be seen. But when you learn about the word ahava, love, so then you can understand it a little bit more. The word ahava means love, is written Aleph Hey, Bet Hey. It's like AH, VH, or BH, because in Hebrew the letter Bet, that is similar to B and V, can be spelled in those two ways. So it's A, H, B, that is being said V, pronounced V, H. So there is a certain pattern here that the letter Hey is standing between the first and the second letter. So actually, if you put it into the next stage, into movement, so you have A, H, B, H, C, H, D, H, and on. Aleph Hey, Bet Hey, Gimel Hey, Dalet Hey, and on. So you have the letter Hey, that is the letter that represents the name of our Creator, Hashem, that it's written on him that he created the world with the breath of his mouth, Behevel Piv. And there is a word in the Bible that is written, the word is Behi Bare'am, when things are created or were created, and the letter Hey is written in a small form, a tiny Hey. All the rest of the letters are similar and in normal size, but that letter Hey is smaller. So the sages explained that the reason for that Hey to be written in a small way is for us to understand that it was enough for him to use the breath of his mouth to create all the worlds. Just a little bit of air that he took out from his mouth, already, so-called his mouth, of course, already was enough to create all the worlds. Now, that letter Hey is that thin crust, like the sapphire stone, that is separating between every particle to the next. And it's separating like the skin of our bodies. The skin does not limiting us. It gives us the ability to feel, to walk, to live. Without our skin, we would not survive. That layer maintains us to live and to breathe and to exist. And this is the secret of the word ahava, that is love. That love is the attachment, is the magnet, is the energy that connects every two parts to become one, pulls them to unity, to connection, to oneness. And this is why that layer is being called Even Sapir, the sapphire stone, because it is sapirit. The stone is sapirit. What does it mean, sapirit? That's the light of the Creator being uncovered. Sapirit means that it has the nature of the sapphire stone. But if you look carefully on how it's written and how it is pronounced, sapirit, sapphire, it means spirit, sapirit, spirit. This is that spirit of the letter Hey, of that love, of that energy layer that revives, maintains, and keeps all living forms healed and protected and protected and shielded with an inner source of life within themselves, without being hurt or damaged in any way from outside. This is the spirit of Hashem. And on that it's written, Ruach Elohim merachefet al penei hamayim. The spirit of God is hovering above the water, protecting every layer in its position. Now, when our eyes will be opened and the redemption will take place, we will just see that it's all Hashem, that Hashem maintains life, that Hashem gives life to all the particles of creation, And all particles of creation are actually reflections of His greatness in the aspects that we're experiencing them. But the general aspects, the general particles, all of the creation together, all the aspects, all the angles together as one are the most complete reflection of His greatness. When you look, you actually don't see. When you touch, you actually don't touch. When you feel, you actually do not feel. You just see the reflection through the layer of the love of the Almighty. Must feel that. Must connect ourselves to that. Love is surrounding us. An energetic field of love is filling our existence and protecting us and makes us alive. Broken souls, sad and depressed and crushed and wounded souls, traumatized souls. Yesh sachar lif'ulatech, there is a reward to your work. Don't discourage, don't fall to despair. Don't give up. Don't let the difficulties of life hurt you. Let the rebuke and the pain and the challenges just remove the husks away from you. Hold on strong to who you really are. Remember that you are an eternal soul that lives within your true self. That's who you are. Inside of you is who you are. Your body is your chariot that takes you from place to place, sometimes damaged, sometimes complete. But in any case, it's always your body, your vehicle, your way of transportation. It's not who you are. You are the life itself, the life itself. You are your soul. You are a godly soul. You are one with God. You are who you are. Like that He is the one He is, you are the one you are. And there is an inner structure, the tree of life, the rivers and water source of all souls that are united from within, cannot be seen to our physical eyes, but very much felt and experienced to the spiritual ones. That we are all one, that we are united from within in a great oak of life, thin, tiny branches that are building, composing a huge spiritual bloodline. All the rivers together are one water source. All the springs, all the ponds, all the lakes, all the wells, all the pools, all of them together are the water, is the water. We are water. We are divine and godly water. We are soul. Remember that. And keep on uncovering the truth and revealing our true potential to be one, to be spiritual, to be the ones we are, the one we are. Have a blessed day.
My name is RDMC with the Muna Project, all the nations with me. Close your eyes, just breathe, see the truth. Don't chase the fake world, don't buy the fake news. Be yourself, your own true self. Don't let no one take our natural wealth. See the good, no fear, no despair. Cherish who that you are and share. Source of power from an endless spring. Light of courage in yourself, yes.
They can kick you down to the ground. Hold yourself up till you are, put up your crown. King of the creator, holy soul inside. Focus on the spirit.